In this video, we will discuss how to create a quick event and add Astra using the scheduling grid. As a scheduler, you have the ability to edit and create quick events if you prefer from the calendar. Head over to the top here and click on Calendars. Click on Scheduling Grids, and once it loads, before you do anything else, the first thing you want to do is go here up to Choose Calendar and select Full Calendar from the drop-down menu. This is going to list all of the available rooms on campus. Now you can look at a particular day or week, and you can also select that date here. In a previous video, we created an event for our Christmas craft fair, so I'm going to select the date for that, which was December 19th. Notice how I clicked on the little calendar and I can choose whatever date I want. I'm going to press the little Update Results button here. And since I'm showing the full calendar, there's a chance that the building that I put the event in might not show up. So I just have to navigate with the little blue arrow here to go to the next page. And you'll see my event right here. Now notice that I can move this event to the left or to the right depending on if I want to extend that time or make it shorter. So I could move the setup if I want to the left. Let's say I want to move it to 7:15. It's going to ask me if I'm sure I want to move this event. I'm going to say no just for this tutorial, but I just wanted to show you that you are able to do it. Now let's say you wanted to move this to a different room. Maybe you wanted to move it to the gym instead of the Hall of Fame room. You can also take a previously created event and you could drag it up to a different room. Again, it's going to ask you if you're sure you want to move this event. I'm going to say no just for this tutorial, but if you did want to move it, you would press yes and then the room would have been changed. You can also create a completely different event, which is also called a quick event, by dragging the time on the calendar. So let's say at 8 o'clock, I want to make an event that stretches all the way until 2. So notice how I'm dragging my mouse over and it's highlighting the box. Once I click it and I let go of my mouse, a box for a quick event pops up and I can put in all of the information here in the boxes. So let's go along with our Christmas theme and we'll do an event name of Christmas Carols. And for this event type, you want to look and see what the closest thing to your event is. So for me, it would be a performance in this sense. So event meeting type, again, you want to put performance. And let's do this on the same day as the Christmas craft fair. The start time and the end time is already automatically populated in there for me since I did drag that time on my calendar. It gives me a start date of 12/19 because I chose that on the calendar before, and it asked me about a customer. So in this case, I'm going to remember that the customer is the group that's affiliated with it. So I'm just going to write information technology. Pops up and I'll choose it. And then myself as the contact. So it's asking me what location, and the gym is there because we chose that on the calendar. Once I'm happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and press save. And it's processing and it takes a little time. But once you do that, you'll see that Christmas carols have shown up right here above the Christmas craft fair. If you want to add this event to the Wagner.edu calendar, you have to follow the same process as you did in the previous video. So you hover over it onto the calendar. You wait until you see this and you click View Event Details. At the top here, click Edit and click the little pencil next to the meeting that you want to edit. And then this page will show up. So it will ask you if you want to publish it on the Wagner.edu calendar. You can choose yes or no, and you can also choose a web organizer or a primary category. So let's choose that we want to, yes, and let's just say that it is a student event and the organizer is information technology. Once you're happy with that, you go ahead and press save. And let's go back to the event by clicking on meetings. In this edit screen, if you have the privileges, you may be able to reassign a room, drop a room, and delete the selected event. But this all depends on the kind of privileges and access that you have within the program. You'll know what you have if these boxes are not grayed out. So under this login, I don't have the approval to make any of those changes. Remember, if you're publishing this event to the Wagner calendar, the setup and breakdown times, if it applies to this event must be added as separate meetings and not as a part of the event itself. You could go back over to the calendar, and just like you drag the time over for the Christmas carols, you can set up a setup time the same way and a breakdown time the same way. This concludes the tutorial on adding a quick event.